Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
Last time on Beginning of the End, there was some heated discussion at the Batalus household of what to do about the fact that Thessia just got fired, more or less. Thessia told her mother about the incident, and Xenion learned as well by kind of just hovering and watching that little piece of drama play out. Did not fully spill the beans on what had caused Ninarel to suddenly let her go from the college. So there is potentially another shoe waiting to drop from the rack there later on, but for the moment, you were at least able to convince your mother to adopt a wait-and-see attitude and give you a little bit of time to try to fix the situation. And, you brought Xenion back to the tower, settled them in, got them to work, starting to go over the many, many tablets there to see what they can make out of all of it. And, the three of you then went to finally meet this Glint character you'd heard so much about, and found him here amidst a ruined courtyard in the skeleton of what was once a noble estate here at the Foundation, along with a whole camp of Scani living on the metaphorical and literal edge of society with almost nothing to their name and no one willing to take them into their service. And they seem quite loyal to the man, complicating the situation a bit as you try to confront him here over your suspicions that he has knowledge of, if not outright involvement with, the attack on the tribunal, which seems pretty likely from circumstantial evidence now that you've gotten to confront the man. However, Orcris went a step further and has taken a quite direct and threatening stance toward him. Knocked him to the ground, stood on him, and confronted him with the evidence against him. Threw off his cloak to reveal a silver hand, where you think perhaps the hand that was lost by the assailant at the tribunal once was. And while he may be physically lying down, he's not taking it that way. Where we left things off, he was pretty much about to throw hands, and so potentially were other members of the camp who've been watching carefully to see how you were going to deal with this man to whom they owe a good deal of loyalty. And so, we're going to pretty much pick up right where we left off. Here we go. I hope it's playing for you. It's not playing for me.
Music is playing.
Excellent.
It is indeed. Game paused.
Thank you.
Gameplay.
Game time started. Yeah. So the last exchange that has happened, to read you back in, Orcris, you have a hoof on Glint's chest. He's got his arms underneath him, pushing himself up just slightly from the ground, but for the most part, he's still there. Thessia, directly to your side, Kefali here has a javelin at the ready, trained directly on Orcris. Wither, standing impassively to Orcris's side, you're only semi-involved right now. I'm sorry?
We were set.
That's right. That's true, yes. Sitting slightly to Orcris's side. You're only slightly involved with this altercation so far. And Orcris, you made plain through implication that you believe this is your man. You believe this is the man who attacked the tribunal hall, the one disguised as a guard with whom you spoke that day. And Glint has, more or less in his own way, just acknowledged this, offering to help you find your coin purse, finally. And it is his intent to initiate a conflict here, so why don't everyone go ahead and roll to die.
Okay.
Let's see who's going to act first.
Oh boy.
For his, okay, yeah, we'll lock that. And you... Okay. And, yeah, start those people. So, let's see, 12, 7, 11... I'm not seeing a total for Orcris. Ah, there you go. 11. Okay.
I mean, would you mind raising your gain just a smidgen, Aram? I thought I had you in
Yeah.
a nice spot, but you're a little
Yeah, I
closer
can
than
turn
expected.
myself up a bit. I may have knocked down a bit for like a meeting or something. How's that?
Yep, much better. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, Orcris, or excuse me, yeah, Glint has the highest result. And narratively, everything suggests he's going to act first, given the choice. So he is going to take the first action here. Let me let's go with all right. Yeah, he's got blue locked in. Okay. He kind of shifts on the ground underneath your hoof there, Orcris, and slips that silver hand out from under him, causing him to kind of collapse back down into the dirt, but freeing it up for him to thrust it up towards you. As he does, you can see as he unclenches the hand that he has grabbed something either out of his pocket or perhaps from the sling that his arm was in, and he thrusts the hand forward, and a couple small pieces of metal are flung up at you, and there's a brief spark, a flash of light that runs across that silver hand for a moment. And as they travel towards you in the air, those tiny gray pellets suddenly begin to glow yellow to orange to bright blue and start to fan out and wash over you. He is flinging hot lead at you. He's going to roll to do for that. This will not be a clash. Let's see. Yeah, there's no extra bonus on this. So, go ahead and roll to die.
Okay.
Okay, you can lock in whatever you wish. Okay. 15, all right. 17 will hit then. So, the bright blue, it's almost like it's got the width of just like a fan or even just a veil as they fully spread out. And it flicks across your clothes, your face, your hair, and it's hot. It instantly sears your skin and rapidly starts to cool, but leaves just awful burns, and you can feel, you have the immediate smell of sulfur and a bit of a smell of smoke as parts of your clothing and your hair catch a small light here. So you're going to take 7 damage from that.
Mm-hmm.
And you will also suffer the effects of his hot lead gift.
Oh.
So, any creature damaged by a molten lead spray... Here, let me lock this in. Any creature damaged by a molten lead spray
Whoa.
continues to burn, taking additional damage at the end of each of its turns. The damage starts equal to the initial damage -1, and is
Oh my
reduced by
God.
1 every round.
Ooh.
If the creature is hit by another lead spray, the ongoing damage resets to the new value of greater. On its turn, a burning creature may lock out its swing to subtract half its value from the ongoing damage, or a blue swing instead reduces the full value.
Cool.
So let
Ooh.
me
Not
give
having
you
blue
a...
You have no blue.
Let me give you a little... This is six-
Ouchie.
It'll start at 6.
Yeah, no wonder that guard just died. Jesus.
You are, however, your body is still pressing him to the ground, so he's not going to be able to move just now. He kind of flattens himself back to the ground and pants heavily as your hoof continues to kind of crush the air out of his lungs. And he's going to popcorn it. Yeah. You know what? He'll popcorn it to you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, so that burns, and I do like. And I will press my hoof down further and sort of lean over down onto him, knife at the ready and tail also at the ready.
Ah.
It doesn't really have to go like this.
My advice exactly. Why don't you take your friends, leave this place, and we'll never meet each other like this again.
Oh no, that is not what I meant. Oops. That is not what I meant. What I meant is that you can answer my questions. Then, and only then, is there ever a promise that I might leave.
All right. What is, are you intending to,
I would like to give him I would like to influence Petal.
Ah, okay.
I will
so,
invest in him a sulfur, because I know something that he doesn't want other people to know.
You certainly do. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and subtract 1 from your sulfur there on the gift, and in the circumstances... Okay. So, when you roll to do with the intent to influence another character's choices, so how exactly are you intending to influence him? I feel like I can infer, but why don't you state in your own words?
I am threatening him. I want more information, and I already have enough information to make things very difficult for him. I have his name and his crime, and I'm wearing further proof of that right on my face right now.
Yeah.
That you are. All right, so
what you
want him to do is answer your questions.
I would like him to answer my questions.
Okay. So, you can make a roll to do. You're certainly in the right stat for it, and you can add, in the circumstances, yeah, we're gonna say this is especially effective. So you will add 3d6 to this roll. 3d6
My roll
to
to
hit.
do.
Yes. And yeah, you've also. Okay.
And then let me add.
So
3d6.
yeah, go ahead, roll a 3d6, and let me consider what I think the opposed rolls should be. Let's see. Yeah, he really doesn't want to, but right here...
I would think he also is not interested in dying.
This is true. On the other hand, does he think he's going to die? Between 2 possible DCs... All right, I'm gonna give you this as an opposed roll.
Oh,
Okay, that's honestly pretty low for a 5d6 plus 5, so you lucked out a bit there. So you have beaten that target. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's ease this off a little. He looks at you. He looks at you quite hatefully and kind of cranes his neck around as far as he can see. Thessia, Kefali to your side is fully stanced all the way back. The javelin is in as far back as she can hold it, so she is exactly ready to throw, and you can see she is just waiting for... She's waiting for a clear sign of how this is gonna go. She doesn't want to be the one to force it to lethal violence,
Yeah.
but she doesn't want to let her friend be at risk of death either. Glint sees her there, kind of shifts, looks at the other people around. You can kind of see some people have backed up or are deliberately like, whoa, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
And others are instead taking a very keen interest and picking up rocks or otherwise making ready to join a fight if it fully breaks out.
hell yeah, squad.
Glint looks and takes that in as well. Looks back to you.
A poisonous sting to the neck can be so swift.
You're mistaken if you think I'm afraid of death.
And once you're gone, who will be left to protect them?
Ask your question again. And then I will decide whether to answer it.
My question is simple. I release my hoof from him. I stand, still very much at the ready. I kneel down. And I say, the assassin at the tribunal hall. What were your aims? Who is the assassin? And if I were so inclined, how could I help you achieve your aims?
He takes a couple breaths now that you're allowing him to breathe a little deeper. Orcra's standing here like a crazy person, still smoldering and entirely ignoring that for the moment. Has a bit of a visual effect as well.
It is extremely painful.
Oh yeah.
I am just like you could see the sweat dripping down onto the spot and then instantly evaporating off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Internally, Orcris knows he has a little bit of time before he absolutely has to put some aloe on this shit.
Assassination was never my goal.
Your goal was to defend our assassin, or our replacement, is it?
He kind of shifts a little on the ground and blinks a few times. I don't know any replacement you're talking about.
You were
But
trying to get someone close to Etria.
I sought to get close to her myself. I went there for one reason. To find out how much she knew about matters that are significant to me and to my people here.
What is the nature of these matters?
He kind of leans back, slightly sagging. Suppose it makes no difference now. If you intend to hold this above my head, what does the rest matter? I think you may know friends of mine, well, acquaintances. Men named Desmond and Nemero, as well as others who were hoping for coin or barter in exchange for reforged items. I wish to know what the great magistrate Etria had already learned about the theft and the selling of such items. An affair of which I have some knowledge myself. It wouldn't be good for my purposes if she were to discover too much more about it. And so I wish to know how much she'd already learned. What she had squirreled away in that...
Squirreled away?
In that office of hers. What records, what knowledge.
Do you believe that she might have something to do with those thefts?
I wouldn't put anything past her. I wouldn't say I have any evidence to suggest that she does. But you can't trust those noble sorts, nor those high-handed religious authorities. So much consternation, so much uproar about the heinous crimes of those who might look to profit off of reforged items taken illicitly. You could never put it past them to be feigning such outrage while profiting off the industry themselves behind the scenes. It's their way. And if that were the case, I would want to know. But just as likely, she's simply been too incompetent to catch the real perpetrators. Either way, I want to know what she knows. I wanted to know.
And what do you know of the attack on the on her scrivener that also occurred that day?
I have heard little or nothing about any such detail. Of course, I've heard about the attack in its aftermath. I'm aware that some were investigating it. I'd not, until you uttered those words, heard anything in particular to make me think there was more to it than I already knew. by virtue of having been there and disfigured and killed those guards myself.
Interesting. So you have nothing to do with it. It's just a wrong place at the wrong time, it seems.
I'm not
Many
sure how
multiple,
well you know the
many
magistrate.
many multiple plots aiming in the same direction.
I'm not sure how well you know the good magistrate, but it wouldn't be terribly surprising if she had more than one enemy.
No, I suppose it wouldn't. The timing of it is what strikes me as odd. And my last question.
Sorry, are you asking another question? Or...
No, and my last question was, how might I be able to help you in those
Oh,
enemies?
okay, yeah, sorry. I had forgotten that was... Okay, yeah. As gracious of you as it is to offer, I don't know what makes you think I would trust you enough to accept such help, or that I would want it from a scoundrel like yourself.
I suppose so.
Sometimes
Well, that's a shame.
Sometimes the enemy of your enemy is still your enemy, or at least the enemy of people you care about. I don't know about this one. His gaze slowly looks to the side to Wither, and I don't know about this Thessia Bateless. But I know a conniver and a killer when I see one.
One day, if you plan to rise above and play the games that your betters play, if you wish to truly impact and help the people you wish to help, you will learn that connivers and killers are good friends to have. I reach my hand out to him, as if to help him up.
He looks at it, looks up at you, and places his hands on the ground and begins to slowly slide himself away from you instead of accepting your hand.
Very well. I apologize for my rudeness, but I think you and I will both agree I took much more harm out of today's encounter than you did.
I do agree. You should also consider what more you could have taken. He says that, but lets out a rather weary sigh and kind of raises up a hand. Weapons down. Weapons down. Unless you see him make another false move. Oh, God. He massages his wrist at the base of his silver hand, and then rubs his chest where your hoof had been kind of digging into it. Kind of falls back against the wall of this building a little, catches himself, still standing, still breathing heavily. You can see you're sweating probably more than him from the sheer heat, but he's sweating quite a bit himself, breathing raggedly.
I'm going to lock out of red for the love of fuck.
Okay, to go ahead and reduce that.
Yes.
Okay. I think for the amount of time that passed there, I'll have you go ahead and take the 6 damage first.
Yeah.
That'll burn down once, and then you lock out your swing. So that'll go down to 5, and then you'll reduce it by half. And since we're moving out of combat, I won't punish you with further damage from that. We'll say you can push yourself out, and you can feel patches of still very hot but mostly solid lead splattered across your face and clothes. Hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh, yes.
Oof.
Thessia, Kefali slowly lowers the javelin, doesn't stow it back in her pack just yet, continues watching him, but quietly whispers to you, "Looks like your friend found his senses."
Thankfully so. Thank
Sits
you.
down on the stool.
Thank you. I wanted to come here for information, and that was not what we had discussed. I know that doesn't mean anything now, but I want that to be known.
It's known. Well, I'm not going to interfere with you. You can go about whatever business you have here.
Much appreciated. And Thessia will stand up, do as polite as she can and low as she can, a bow to her, and will leave. It's like there's nothing else to talk about.
She says quietly as you walk away, "We will be watching."
Understood.
Wither, did you have any further questions of our guest while he is here?
Yes. We wish to approach and converse.
Fine.
Scoot, scoot.
Uh,
And they will sit very politely on the ground here near him.
Yeah, he slowly slides his back down the wall until he is rested on the ground again, flops his arms out to the side. Let me put on something less. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Yeah. Or Chris, as you move away, you see a couple of guys kind of like slowly backing off, wanting to make sure that they're out of immediate harm's way and not looking like a threat. You notice this guy up on the roof set down a brick that he had picked up, and slowly the tension does begin to unwind. This kid who was kind of hiding behind this partly broken off wall and peeping over like, "Holy shit, it's going down!" Kind of like with some relief, but also a little disappointment. Kind of is like kicks rock and walks back away.
I'm utterly unfocused on anything other than getting this slag off of my face and applying as much curative aloe as I have carried with me.
I might be able to assist with that.
But for now, he sits across from you, Wither. All right. Wither, wasn't it? What did you want to know?
Many things. We have surmised that we seek many of the same answers. We are curious. Yes, this is the word. curious about the reforged matter. It is of great import to someone of great import to us.
His face wrinkles a little bit, and he gets a difficult look on his face for a moment. Yeah, well, he looks over your shoulder to Orcris, who's like fixing up his stuff over there, and kind of shifts away from the wall slightly so that he can lean in a little closer to you, and lowers his voice. To you, I might consider saying more than I was willing to before. What do you already know, and what do you wish to know?
We know of the incident with the brothers you named. The last we know of them was a somber moment of revelation. A possible truth in their brother's death, a small obsidian arrowhead lodged within him.
From the last war, probably.
It seems as such. The reforged item that they had absconded with a great-grandmother hewn into a mortar and pestle was returned, but she speaks no more. Not to others.
Well, I can't imagine that's something they could have done to her on their own.
No, they were innocent. But
Go ahead.
we wish to know who they sought, who they had in their minds to further their goal. We have been told what they sought was an atrocity, an evil. Truly, to kidnap another is, we believe the word, nuanced, complicated, but frowned upon. But past that, we do not see the evil in it.
He lets out quite a sigh and rests his head in a hand for a bit. I lie to a twice-born, but I may not be able to give you the answer you want. I do know who they sought, almost certainly. I do know where that mortar and pestle would have ended up had they gotten the chance. And I don't think I can tell you. People
Are you
like
unable or unwilling?
people, as I'm sure you saw with those two, people who have the things they care the most about taken from them make for desperate people. And desperate people will do a lot that they might even condemn as repulsive, immoral, irreligious. It's a desperate person who wants that item. It's a desperate person that I happen to care for a great deal. And I can't betray them.
We understand. We do have one question.
He nods.
Would it have worked?
He,
Would they have been happy?
I hope so.
Then we see no evil in it. It is merely moving the happiness. We will know in time who you protect. It will happen. But
He slumps against the wall. You're probably right.
do not assume we wish them harm. We merely wish to know. To know of many things, many mysteries, truths and secrets. The interesting things that do not make sense to us, such as that.
Points at his arm.
He kind of looks down like he's not even sure what's of interest at first. Right. He kind of, you see the silver hand can't flex. It appears to be one construction of metal and not, jointed or anything, but you see the muscle in his arm kind of twitch as if he were invoking the muscle memory of clenching and unclenching the hand. You really mean that? You don't mean them harm? You don't mean to hand them over to Etria or whoever else?
Not inherently. We mean them no more harm than we did walking to you today. Etria thinks she knows more than she does, we believe.
Her type
The more
usually do.
we know than her, the better.
He looks over your shoulder at Orcarus again. And his offer of help.
We cannot lie as we do not see the benefit. So, we speak plainly when we say, perhaps he is telling a truth. We do not control him.
Yeah, clearly. Why do you... He looks to him, looks back to you, twice born, and What are you doing with him anyway? He doesn't seem like any holy man. He's pulled off a pretty impressive feat. I think he's worse than them.
A bizarre turn of events, as he was the only help that was offered to us. And so we are making use of such help.
I see. Wither, would you like to roll to try and convince him to actually go ahead and tell you more?
Sure. If he doesn't want to tell me at this exact moment, it can wait until a later junction. But sure, why not? What would this be?
Let's see.
Ooh,
Well,
this might be Twice-Born Privilege.
You may be able to use that here, yes. As far as your attribute, I think your blue works. The blue that you've taken from Arity actually works fine for this.
Coolio. Okay, so this is
yeah,
roll
let
to
me
do, right?
check. Let's see. Yeah, when you push the limits of... Yeah. So you may add 2d6, provided you explain to those affected how your actions are a necessary part of your divine mission. So if you do that, you can get an extra bonus here.
Okay.
When your people see me coming, they pray. Ergo, I'm the holiest man you'll ever meet.
And then 2d6.
Yes.
2d6? Wow!
Okay. So go ahead and give me that. It doesn't have to be long, but in character, how this information furthers your divine mission.
We have mentioned that this is of great import to us, as it is of great import to another. The other is not Etria, primarily. We have not yet found our exact divine mission. However, another of our kin is stirred, moved, and disturbed by the notion surrounding it all. And we are thus moved in turn.
He nods solemnly. Okay, so you get that extra 5. This will be a clash, so let's see. It'll be roll to do.
Well, okay.
All right. Sit on Pop Pop's knee. Ow, 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 ow.
Sorry, those were my brass knuckles.
Bony.
For information, and information only. And only as much as she's willing to give you.
Mm-hmm. If you do not wish to speak of it now, it can be said at a later moment. There are many ears and eyes.
That's what I'm concerned about. He looks around. No. If we meet again, your friend over there might not be quite so preoccupied peeling lead off his skin. So he leans forward again and pretty much leans all the way into you so he can whisper into your ear. Seek out a woman named Agdaki.
Agdaki.
You may find her here in the Foundation from time to time, but if you wish to see her in her home, she works pottery in the works.
We know of her thread and how it has wound. Indeed. We were spiraling around the answer, of course. Very well. We have nothing to offer you. Safe to say that you have spoken to us, if this serves you.
You can offer me one thing. Try and stop him from leaving a trail of bodies in your wake. Yeah?
We will do what we can.
They will never find the bodies.
Wither is thinking, literally thinking,
We haven't seen any bodies he's left. What? He kills people? What?
Yeah. What?
We will do what we can.
Hi.
Sorry. Hey, I'm over here. Anyway, see ya. And gives you a little nod.
shuffle, 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 gets up, and walks away without saying anything.
Yep. He walks through a door into this building here.
You all right?
I will be, with some rest.
Yeah. Let's vacate the premises, shall we? I might be able to assist you. Come on.
Make way! Make way! Coming through! Huh!
Oh shit, oh shit,
Oh shit. Ooh.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh.
You see, barreling down the well, moving pretty fast, but not in the usual way. You see two people. The Charides, the priest you met earlier, is sort of occasionally supporting and half sort of worriedly running along behind Peregrine, who has a crutch under his one remaining arm, and is alternating between that and his one remaining leg, and managing to make, honestly, fairly impressive time considering that, as he just back and forth, shuffle runs, kicking up a cloud of rust-red dirt as he moves through people, the crowd parting around him, and arrives, not breathing heavily because he's twice born, but nevertheless, you nervous energy coiled in all of his muscles, and you can see Wither as he arrives. He comes to a halt here, kind of steadies himself, almost falls over from the forward momentum, and he plunges the crutch into the ground, and you can see he had affixed a spearhead to it. He looks to the north, sees you. Oh, Wither, are you? What's going on? Is nothing going on? Are you okay?
We are confused. Why are you here?
Well, I thought... He leans heavily on the crutch as if it were kind of a fence post impaled into the ground here. I just got a sudden... I woke up at the sanctuary and I thought you were about to be in danger somewhere out here, and I just started running. Well, running. As, so to speak. There's no one? There's really no one?
There was a moment, but it has passed.
Yes,
I
I'm...
do
Go ahead.
not know what to do.
Sharades kind of has his hands folded in front of him and walks up. Yes, I'm not sure what I expected. It wasn't necessarily this. I had scarcely left the area when this young man came in quite a panic. Could barely stop to talk to, even explain what was wrong, but I mentioned that I had seen you all here, and he was already heading this way, and seemed to feel there was some terrible evil about to be wrought, that you might come to great harm here. I'm awfully relieved to see that doesn't seem to have been the case. There must have been some other meaning to that premonition. I guess.
There was an altercation, but we were not involved.
All right, then. Good. Good. I feel a little silly now. No, my son, my son. You should always heed such impulses from God. We may mistake or err in our interpretation of them, but they are never false. Perhaps the mere fact of your arrival has averted a catastrophe that could have otherwise unfolded. Sharades kind of looks around suspiciously to see if anyone's like aiming with a sniper rifle.
A piano falls out of the sky and lands right there.
They have a piano with a scope on it.
Well, for now I say all's well that ends well. You were right to come here, young man. Peregrine, wasn't it? You should continue looking out for Wither. Continue looking out for each other. And always come back to me if there's anything I can do to assist you. That goes for you too, as well as you two back there.
This man is injured.
He looks past. Oh! Well, I dare say there's the evil, or Chris.
Wither!
What on earth? What on
Wither!
earth happened to you?
Thanks. Appreciate it. Always looking out for me, my good friend Wither. I assure you, I will be well.
I should say you won't.
This is this can be remedied by a man with my talents.
Your talents are many, and they are wide as a river, deep as an ocean. Yet, I don't know, my friend.
It only
surely-
hurts right now, and pain is temporary.
Well, I'll not twist your arm, but I really think even a healer needs a healer from time to time.
I agree. And this one has one.
Very well. Very well. Oh, I should perhaps mention, since great evil has been rumored to be afoot and the situation remains somewhat unclear to me. Of course, I'll not pry into how this just happened, but I should also make mention, we were speeding here quite quickly, as The young man there was insistent on moving as quick as his anatomy would allow. There are some others headed here as well who might be interested in learning what you might know. Servants of, He leans in. Servants of the powers that be deep beneath the earth, it would seem, to judge from their attire.
What the fuck?
Certainly clergy of the Basilica. Could indeed be clergy under the Domina himself. Would be awfully exciting if they were. Of course, I did not stop to interfere with their mission.
Well, thank you for letting me know. That
Of
sounds
course, of
interesting
course.
indeed.
And let me know if you discover anything about that ongoing matter. But in the meantime, I think I should perhaps see young Peregrine back to the sanctuary. The limits of a twice-born stamina are considerable, but not
Peregrine
unlimited.
is unstoppable.
As you say, then.
He has proven such.
I might be stoppable under the right circumstances. He kind of wobbles for a second, but manages to right himself. But I do feel... Honestly, I feel better than I have in a little while, just getting out of that room. And I'm glad you didn't even have to come to harm for it to happen, so... I guess this is the best outcome. Wither, do you want me to take you back to the sanctuary? Are you sure you're safe here?
Looks back to the other two.
Are we needed?
It's not a matter of whether you're needed. It's a matter of whether you're in danger.
I still want to play with my friends. Tell Mom to wait.
I don't want to do my homework. We are fine right now, but
Tries to feel inward. Does there seem to... Which direction are we pulled, I wonder?
An interesting question. Well, I think in terms of proximity, the thing that's most pulling you is probably beholding Peregrine's two missing limbs and thinking of the gleaming silver hand you just witnessed on Glint's wrist. You get, when you think about it, the inspiration that's already within you kind of pulses and writhes.
we will take this moment while you are here. We will stay with Peregrine.
Elsie just nods. Fair enough. It's nice to see you up and about, Peregrine.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sorry, we didn't really get to talk for real the other day.
No, that's fine. You had a lot going on.
If you're sure that's what you want with her, He doesn't kneel, but he kind of like bends his leg and supports himself on the crutch. I'll do whatever you want right now. What can I do?
You can accompany us. We will tell you of things. We will discuss what happened below. know that you are aware and awake for words. We have not had the time to consider what it meant, and we will consider and discuss options.
All right. Yeah. I probably have missed a lot. He kind of lowers himself just the rest of the way to the ground. Ah. We can go inside if you want, or here's fine.
Wherever is comfortable for you.
Where?
Looks at them, waiting for them to leave. Like, go, help, do your thing.
Right. Well, we don't want to intrude on this any further, and besides, I think someone could use a little care. And gently, like,
Yes.
puts a hand on your shoulder.
Some rest.
Charides, in turn, puts a hand on your shoulder, Thessia. Please look after my dear friend. He has a terrible, ungodly habit of not looking out for himself.
But he does have a habit of looking out for others, as he did help me, so I'm merely returning the favor.
Mm-hmm. He smiles. Everyone's getting along.
This is nice.
This is not...
Charides is having a lovely afternoon.
My friend is so nice. Why would someone throw heated lead at him?
I don't know what
Oh.
that scary stuff on you is. It looks dangerous.
Come on, let's get you out of
Heated
sight.
lead? No, this is
Concrete.
steamed clams.
Once the two of us are somewhere where we are not visible to anyone, I'm going to use Thale to manipulate the metal to peel it off like as cleanly and efficiently as possible, because I can directly manipulate that. Even though it's metal, I have developed the ability to do so.
Indeed. Yeah. Let me see. Is there any reason to have you roll anything here?
Oh, please, God, no.
What? I don't roll
Say
that
goodbye
bad.
to your horns.
No. Nah. If this had gotten to a wound, then there would be some drama in whether there were any lasting effects. But nah, you took your damage. I'm not gonna screw you by being like, you didn't roll high. Orcus dies.
I think
It's probably, now
Yeah.
it, like, the pain from the heat is slowly, like, is probably numbed because it's not as hot as it was. But, the pain from it
Well,
being separated from your skin on the places where it was on your skin is probably considerable as well. Maybe even
it's
worse
like
than
the
initial.
adrenaline. The adrenaline has been great for keeping the pain at bay, and Orcus is pretty stone faced as you do this. But his hand is just squeezing down onto whatever he's, maybe the dirt is just squeezing and shaking. His face is making no apparent indication of any sort of pain, save for the slight tear coming down one of his eyes. His third eye, in fact.
I think Thessia, while she's doing this, one of her hands like very gently like wipes away the tear as the other two are at work, and her like fourth hand is like patting his other hand. I'm not.
It will be fine.
I should
He
hope
says,
so.
still squeezing still squeezing into the sand.
Thessia like looks down at that. You'll forgive me. Normally I would hold your hand through this, but I would like to not be harmed as well. And she continues the process. This isn't exactly what I had in mind, but we do now have the information. Is there
We
anything
have
that
some of it.
Some of it, but it's a start. It's a lead, it's at least.
I was really counting on them belonging to the same party, at least.
But that is useful to know, because I'll be
It
honest,
is.
I kind of assumed they were. The fact that
is.
they're not is odd. And
Concerning.
even though it seems like they would have similar intentions.
One of them was trying to get closer to Etria. The other one was also trying to get closer to Etria. All while I'm trying to get closer to Etria.
And I'm very close to Etria, and she doesn't like me very much.
So, it's like kind of grass is always greener sort of situation. Everyone wants to be close to Etria until they realize she's stanky.
So, I mean, that might be a useful bit of information that we could use to our advantage. I'm not sure how at this moment, especially considering I don't think Etria is going to be... She wasn't already exactly friendly, but I don't think we're going to be on great terms considering I'm no longer with the college. Hopefully only temporarily.
The college's influence is clearly waning. It will wane further the more they push away their innovators.
That's what I'm hoping, at least. It doesn't change the fact that my presence at the college was really the
Useful.
Well, it was useful. But one, I liked being there. I enjoyed teaching. And
That's
two,
a use.
It is. But it was also my line of defense against Etria. Now that I've lost that influence in the college, I am not as useful. A running trend.
Well, make your own college with blackjack and hookers.
Yes.
Did a little face scratch there that got picked up on the mic, and I just imagined Orcris
Scratching his goatee.
That's the obvious, but I kind of imagined him going to scratch the horribly fucked up area of skin to prove he's a tough guy. Yeah, it's no biggie. Scratch, tear.
I won't lie. It has crossed my mind with the tower to use it in such a fashion, though I haven't many students nor funding. Not to mention, again, if the colleges didn't come after me, Etria certainly would.
Well, I'm sure you have some records at home of your students, both past and prior. Perhaps some of those older students might make fine teachers.
Without pay, could be a difficult selling point.
Pay is nice.
In any case, I think the first point of business is to get you home and allow you the opportunity to rest, and I presume you have tinctures and things of the sort to assist with this?
Yes, I have much more effective herbs and tinctures at the home. Who dat?
Hey,
What's that?
Stinky.
Oh, that's one of the underground
Domino beneath
religious...
the earth guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, don't forget about the weird girl at your house.
I know.
What is this, an anime?
If you...
Don't forget about the weird girl at your house. That covers a third of all anime ever made.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Just not acknowledging you or speaking to you at all. This a figure in a dark gray cloak with a sort of iridescent pattern across a facial veil walks by and through the arch.
That might be something worth following. I would do it myself, but I am in agony at the moment.
Is this your very subtle way of asking me to do it?
Yes.
Okay. I will do this for you, but you need to go home.
I know. Doctor's orders.
Mm-hmm. She nods. All right.
We both look at the camera.
All right. Well, best of luck, and should you need anything, let me know.
I will. I'll be in touch shortly. Thank you for your aid.
Of course. Oh, and Thessia takes a little stone that has... do you still have the thing with the symbol on it for listening in?
Yes.
Thessia takes that and crushes it.
Hmm.
I doubt you want my grandfather snooping the entire time.
Right. And also, I'll take it, and I will also take any of those shards that were burnt off of my flesh.
Eat.
I can always use lead. I can always use some extra lead.
I mean, if you want, because I can manipulate it, is there any particular shape you want that would be convenient?
Cubes.
Okay. No,
A
Kowtow.
tiny middle finger.
Little Lego.
yeah. I'll make sure there are 2, 3, and 4 pieces. That way it's really easy to, like, make what you want.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My God, we could sell this and make a fortune.
You can make $1 million.
Why are we like plotting world domination? We could just make a fortune selling Legos.
We should just make Legos out of lead. Lead goes.
Legos. I'm sure the children won't eat this and get poisoned. Don't worry.
No, the children will eat it and become hardier,
Indeed.
just like real life.
For the sake of ease, I'm going to just say that Thessia is, like, tailing after, definitely keeping her distance, just to try and not draw attention to herself.
Yeah, and I guess at the same time as that conversation, you were catching Peregrine up to speed on the developments while he was that movie was it a Tom Hanks movie? I don't remember. While you were sleeping.
Of course.
Anyway, very, very contemporary film reference, Aram. Good job. I think we had that on VHS when I was a kid. So you've been catching him up.
What's a VHS?
That's volcanic
Hydrogen.
Hematite stone.
volcanic hematite stone. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, it was on the. I had the ancient texts of it as a kid. All right, bit over. You guys were talking, and Peregrine is very, very attentively listening to every individual word here, and let's see. You're in that blue.
I think
cave?
Wither will leave out names.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if there's anything you want to specifically call out that you're telling him or that you're specifically not telling him, then let me know.
He will leave out names, leave out names and they will be vague about it enough to give him a sense that progress is being made, but they don't want Peregrine going off and trying to do stuff on his own because of his condition.
Let's see. What's he in right now? Okay,
I don't. Do not topple our Jenga tower. We are building it.
He nods as you keep him up with all the developments, and he listens very attentively. Usually your conversations are, well, at least his end of your conversations are quite animated. And given his He's got a bit of a motor mouth at times, and he speaks fairly loudly, and you are the opposite of both those things. So often when you two converse, he does most of the talking. Quite the opposite this time. He says basically nothing. He just continues to nod and process every individual thing you tell him. And when you've finished, he so I assume then, if you don't want him immediately involved in this, you're not gonna tell him the extent to which you have knowledge of how people here are potentially involved in shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've done fine. You've done fine without me, actually.
We have done fine because of you.
He looks down. You know, part of me was hoping you'd be fighting for your life when I showed up here so that I could have a chance to redeem myself. I guess I'm glad that wasn't it, but I don't know when I'm gonna get another chance. I'm gonna make things right.
It may not quiet your heart, but it will happen. Probably more than once. We have found people are denying us our answers still. And conflict is unwanted but inevitable. We have found. We will need to find your spear first.
Oh. I don't know if I even want that one back, to be honest.
We will make you a new one.
That gets
and
his
we will
attention.
make you anew.
Yes. 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 I have others back at the sanctuary for practice, but that was my only properly lethal one. But certainly not up to the task when it came down to it. Mind you, I don't know, he kind of looks up and down at himself. I think my spear-wielding days might be over. This thing, you can see he's just kind of, he had loosely tied a spearhead to the end of his crutch with some rope.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of jostles it a little in the dirt. I didn't really have a plan. I just figured I'd get here and then figure something out, because really things couldn't go any worse than last time.
We are beginning to understand that nothing is certain. We do not know what we are, Peregrine. You know this, we know this, and others know this. Our nature is not definite. As such, we refuse to believe that your nature is definite. We will not let this be. Not your end, but your conclusion.
Oh, it's not the end. But I can tell you this. My nature is definite. I'm going to make up for my failure. I'm going to destroy your enemies and all of the evil that stands in your way. That is definite. That is definite, like the ring will rise over the horizon every morning. You get the sense something has changed about Peregrine. I guess you're not in your black right now,
No.
so that's all I will say for now. But even just from a non-wither surface level, some of the intense melancholy that was hanging over him when you spoke to him as he lay resting in bed has lifted from him. But he is wounded, and he has sutured the wound with purpose that wasn't there before, or wasn't there as distinctly. He is more and less than he was.
You may not need your spear. You have become very sharp. Your shape. We acknowledge this resolve.
Good. You're the only person whose acknowledgement matters. You feel a familiar tickle, something sort of landing amid your hair. It's wonderful, isn't it? He's filled with such focus now. Such intense purpose. He was lost for a long time there in that dark, dark room. I was beginning to think even our powers together wouldn't pull him out of it. But we did. Peregrine is Peregrine again.
Where did you put the rest of him? Where did you move it?
Oh. Well, you see, sometimes things do move, as you've come to observe. Sometimes things are replaced. Sometimes the nature of things changes. Not a movement, but a transfiguration. I'm sure Skani are entirely familiar with the physical sort. It's easy to overlook the spiritual, the mental. One's purpose grows as one grows into oneself. We all of us in time, well, okay, not, I'm a different case, but you all of you in time grow more yourselves and more into the image that Gaia has shaped for you.
What is that shape, servitor?
Turns.
Looking to... Oh, look. You're asking who this?
Yeah.
Well, the veil is meaningless to me, but in spite of that, I would say... no one of particular consequence? I believe they are of the Basilica at the Great Well. Their soul is aligned with the one who dwells there. Their purpose united with theirs. Aligned only in the most straightforward way, though. The way that men are usually aligned to one another. Not like the way you and Peregrine are aligned now. Your bond has only deepened.
We sense something should be wrong.
Something should be wrong, but it is not?
Something of the sort. Something seems wrong, and yet we do not... Care is not the word. No, we do not know. Mayhaps it is just different.
Different may be better. Come to know this Peregrine. I'm sure you will come to see yourself in him.
Huh. Very well. Very well.
This cloaked individual continues to walk slowly, looking in different directions while almost seeming to look in no particular direction at all. And some people take note of them, some don't. It seems like a few are apprehensive, perhaps ones who recognize the garb. And some seem to pay them no mind as just another traveler in these parts. They linger looking at the two of you for a bit, but they continue onward. And now these two conversations have both happened, so I guess Thessia, you're walking in here behind this person around about now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do my best to kind of tail after. What kind of footwear do they have?
Well, to judge from the footprints, probably just some sort of sandal.
Okay.
Their robe sweeps along the ground, so you can't see their feet typically. But, yeah, I would guess, if they're walking around and it's not like there's not a ton of material like a ball gown or anything, so probably you can catch glimpses of their feet as the robe kicks up around them as they walk. Yeah, they're wearing sandals.
Okay. Thessia's gonna...
Wearing foot-shaped sandals.
Am I able to kind of predict, like, get a guesstimation of the path they're going to take?
Well, they walked underneath the arch. They sort of stood at the crossroads here for a bit. Looked this way, so perhaps they're going that way, or perhaps they're looking around and they're now going to head north to look at stuff up there. Those are the two most likely things.
Okay. Because what I might try is making the new rune I've learned, Gly, and having it be encrusted on like a
Ooh, I don't want to immediately burst your bubble, but it appears you did not equip that gift today.
Oh, right. Okay. Then I won't do any of that and I will just follow from a distance.
We're just now starting to get to the point where people will have enough gifts that they can't use them all at once.
Yeah, because okay.
And as you come in, you do see Wither and Peregrine here.
Yeah.
Probably having finished catching up and finished the following discussion. Peregrine's just sort of resting against the side of the tent, staring into space for a moment. Wither is probably also staring into the space, talking to Servitor, which no one else can hear. Or just staring into space, which is kind of the Wither default state anyway.
La 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 la.
Well, I mean, they seem happy. There's no reason to, like, interrupt that engagement. Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to do my best to not look suspicious in this tale, but, like...
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
But...
Now, you see this robed figure walk up this way, and their gaze does seem to linger for a while on the two Ceruli who were camped up here, who are sort of turn away and don't retreat into their tent, but sort of pointedly trying to
disengage.
Trying to avoid being of interest to this person or to engage with them. And they watch them for a while and then silently turn and begin walking back this way.
I will just hang out over here. Actually, I can... Well, I don't know where they're going next, so I'll hang out here.
They approach you, Wither and Peregrine. And from under their robe, they extend a hand, and you can see that their body is likewise made of quite dark stone, perhaps black marble, veined among flesh. And they extend a hand, and you can see something small sits in the palm of their hand. It's a metal ring with a lot of small metal charms attached to it. If it were anyone else, I would just tell you what this is. You might or might not actually have encountered one of these and been told what it is. They squeeze their palm shut and then reopen it, and there's a flicker of light and a small sort of greenish blue imprint now sits in the air above their palm. It's a single Scani character. And then they manipulate the metal ring in their hand a few times, and that character disappears to be replaced by another, and then another, and then another, as they slowly spell out a message. Now, you also are the one party member for whom there's a question at any given point of how much you can read. Would you like to roll to read?
Yeah! Did I get a buff from my ABCs earlier today?
I guess you did just. You know what? Sure.
Give me a +1. I don't know.
You know what? I'll
allow it. Plus 20.
plus
Ooh.
20 million bazillion. I think your blue is an okay stat for this still.
Mhm.
And yeah, you give yourself a little 1d6. It's just a little treat.
Okay, here's my roll to do. Oh, I don't need it.
Why don't you throw it out anyways?
1d6.
Ooh,
Wow.
28 points of reading. Yeah, they cycle through a sequence of characters, and even just a few weeks ago, you probably would have stared at that in complete incomprehension. But now it actually makes perfect sense to you. They cycle through the phrase, you are twice born. You seek the stolen, reforged. And then they stop, and their head tilts up slightly at you. Perhaps this is a question?
If this is so, what would you ask?
They cycle through some more characters. Know you who is guilty. And then they punctuate that by kind of directing their gaze around this area.
Not yet. We also seek answers.
They give you a little bow and cycle through a few more. Very well. God go with you.
Who has sent you on this quest?
They were starting to walk away, but they stop. Turn back to you. Cycle, cycle, cycle. My master and keeper, Telos, domina beneath the earth.
Oh. Peregrine, we believe we should speak to that person.
All right. They work. If they're telling the truth, then he plants the crutch in the ground and sort of slowly works his way to his foot.
Helps him up.
Can we help? They slowly. You help already. None shall deceive your like.
Oh.
They look around one more time. My master believes guilt lies here and elsewhere. They shall not rest until the wicked find justice eternal. nor shall I. And they kind of snap their palms shut and set the little metal ring back into the folds of their robe and begin to walk this way. Bessia, they don't seem to pay you any mind as they head through.
Yeah, because I'm camera, I can't really, like, do anything.
Peregrine, do you not think it odd that we have not been approached by that kind of person or their keeper since delving into the well?
Maybe. I don't really know a lot about the priests of the underground. It seems like a lot of them keep to themselves a little more than the surfacers. I've only been to the Basilica once. I've never met the Domina beneath the earth. But, it was very, quiet. It was very... Well, you know how the Hallows is. It was like that, but more. And they didn't seem to have a lot of interest in talking, you know, even to me. And people are always talking at me. I'm not sure what's changed. I can't really remember ever seeing one of their priests up on the surface.
Something of great import amongst Reforged must have been taken.
You're probably right. I mean, all reforged items are among the most sacred things in Scon, though. So, could there really be something more important than that?
Yes. Consider. Amongst the living, the people here are not considered as important as someone from above. The same should carry off into the second life, we would imagine.
I guess that's true. If they already had someone like that magistrate investigating it up here, I thought that was about as seriously as they could take it. But his gaze drifts down to the ground. Maybe something happened down there now.
We should go down there.
Where you go, I'll follow.
Very well.
And they will start to turn this way and see Thessia.
Thessia being intensely unsuspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at, admiring the embroidery on this canvas tent.
So, I'll just be honest. I was very curious about that individual right now.
We will follow them.
Very well. I think it would make more sense for you to pursue this anyways. Should
Will
you need
not
any...
join us?
I mean, if you want me to, sure.
We have found, though people speak honestly, mayhaps to us and Peregrine, conversation is halting. You know how to speak to others.
Sometimes. But, sure.
They will be helping Peregrine as he goes.
You reach out to offer assistance, and he kind of shrugs your hand away. I'm fine. I have to be ready to stand and move on my own.
Out of curiosity, are prosthetics a thing?
Not really typically. They're not entirely unheard of, but many Scani, given enough time, can heal, quote unquote, even severe injuries like losing a limb. Many Scani can overcome that through the same manipulation of their body and sculpting it through mineral consumption. So most people choose to go that route rather than take an inanimate lump of metal or something else and just mundanely graft it onto themselves, especially because they're never going to be able to manipulate that the way they could manipulate if they just regrew a hand or something.
Right.
However, both options are typically only the province of people who can afford them.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how Twiceborn worked.
And Twiceborn are in a class of their own. Twiceborn bodies don't really take injury the way normal bodies do. They take it differently, and also Twiceborn can't change their forms the way that living Scani can. So that option is not on the table for someone like Peregrine.
Okay.
As far as anyone knows.
Because, obviously it would not be something I could just whip up, but I could likely manipulate stone and do my best to make it hollow so it's lighter. And do very simple, very, very simple prosthetic. I'm talking literally 3 pieces of upper leg, a little joint piece to connect what would then be the lower part of the leg, just so that at least it would grant him the option should he choose.
All right, so are you going to go straight down below ground to see what's up?
I suppose so.
Sure.
And Orcarus, you were going home, right?
I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Bro, you need some fucking water, some chicken soup.
I don't know why.
I'm going home to rest.
I don't know why. I just envision hard cutting to Orcarus in a lazy boy chair with an Xbox controller and a headset. He's like, "You would not believe the day I had, boys."
Cracking open a Baja Blast.
Oh, anyways, where are we dropping?
I thought you were gonna say hard cut to Orcarus with an Xbox controller and a headset, being like, "That's right, I fucked your ma." Getting banned from Xbox Live.
Please, telling someone that you fucked their mother will not get you banned.
Obviously
from Xbox
not,
Live.
but if only we lived in such enlightened times. All right, so there's a funny thing that I think I need to resolve through rolls.
Oh, good.
Great.
So Orcarus, last session, incidentally, we were talking about the security measures of your home, correct? The home alonedness and such?
Yeah.
Okay. So you may find that those are going to be tested. And
by your current guest, because they don't know where any of them are.
And by way of resolving that, let's see. I think So you don't have an icon on here, but you can still roll to make your rolls from your character sheet. I think what I would like to ask for from you is, let's see, you took 6, you should be 7 health. Okay. Why don't you give me a roll to die, and depending on the attribute you want to go with, tell me about a defensive measure that sort of corresponds to that attribute in terms of how you might prevent people from causing trouble in your home.
Orange. A sign that says, please don't.
Please don't come into my house.
Is it just a paint bucket on a string and it knocks him out?
I mean, if you can find a way to justify orange, you can use orange. I think red and yellow have more obvious things, but
I mean,
yeah.
what I guess a simple one, because orange is your non-lethal, right? Like it's your...
Orange is like my friendly.
I mean, the friendliest thing you could do that would be a trap that would still be useful is like a sleeping agent.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Something to dissuade or mislead or confound without
an extremely common allergen. That will make people real puffy and itchy, and it's tough to breathe.
Okay. So, go ahead and make a roll to do then. We'll see how effective that defense measure is.
Yeah, that's about what I thought based off of the description.
But what about the truth?
Mm-hmm.
I guess based on how the truth works, you get to know the consequence of the failure before having to decide whether or not to use it. So let me grab the map and have a little fun for a second, and then you'll come home to see what's what, and you can decide if that's the timeline that really happened. Let's see.
Sounds good.
Here and yeah, I guess there's not actually... Yeah, there's not really much I need to futz with on the map. So, Orcris, you arrive outside the pillar. Here, let me... You arrive outside the pillar. And... You can, I think, given who you are, I'm definitely not going to make you roll for this much in any way. You can immediately tell something is slightly amiss. I feel like, on top of whatever measures you might have to try and repel potential intruders, surely you also do something along the lines of, like, the light Yagami put
Hair
a piece
on
of
the...
paper above the doorway kind of thing to know if someone has...
Easy-ass little James Bond shit.
Yeah. So, you come home, and your door stands shut, as it should. However, you can immediately tell that it has been opened in your absence. Inside, through the crack in the door, you can see just a little bit of flickering light, the amount that there should be, which isn't much. And you immediately begin to imagine, is it the exact right amount? Was that a swoosh of light? Is someone in there? Someone not? I'll put you on the map. I'll just put you outside the door here. I have not added lighting where there wasn't before, so
Right.
just know that before you cross the threshold, I will not reveal any tokens that may or may not be in here.
Mm-hmm. I expected this to some extent. I was at least mentally prepared for the possibility that she might try to leave, or that someone might know that this is where they would come and get her. So, knife at the ready. I am pretty expectant that it was her that tried to leave. I'm hoping deep down in my heart of hearts that Nameru tried to escape so that I can torture him. Oh wait,
I mean,
I can just do that whenever I want.
Yeah, no, what are you talking about?
Well, so that I could torture him and have a reason instilled into
okay.
his head.
Silly. I mean, you control the rate at which Namerus are tortured.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you open the door, knife at the ready, you step through, and you immediately, you set foot down here, and you can tell that this rug in the front room is a little bit out of place. It's been like flipped over and then flipped back into place, but you know exactly where all your shit is supposed to be.
One thing I don't like about Foundry, I'll say,
Mhm.
is that I don't like that in the actors,
Mhm.
I can only see the players.
What would you like to look at?
I'm trying to remember her name. I'm
Oh.
so bad at remembering names. Soteria.
Soteria, yeah. Here,
Soteria.
Yeah.
I'm home.
No immediate response.
I'll have to torture my father about this.
My this rug also a little out of place. You notice the light here is standing at slightly the wrong angle. Haven't noticed it. Oh, you
Hello?
have all these wonderful curios around. Haven't noticed any of them having been like taken or anything.
Hello? Well, if she dies, she dies. I will carefully go upstairs.
Okay.
Can't say I didn't try to help her.
There we go. Yep. You carefully make your way up the stairs. Still don't hear any sound. As you near the top of the stairs, you can hear the familiar, gentle wheezing from the room where your father is resting.
Anything missing in here?
Take a quick look. Not that you can see. You do notice as you come up the stairs here, these some of the stuff that you've got just stashed away under tarps and stuff. To judge from the dust patterns, it looks like some of the tarps were peeked under.
Mm-hmm. Father,
Is that you?
Father, we have a guest.
Son.
Have you seen her?
The one you
No one knew. Okay.
came with before? She... I heard...
Father,
her
I'm going
walk.
to need you to speak up.
I heard... I heard her walk. Footsteps up and down the stairs. And... scraping.
Screaming?
Scraping.
Scraping.
Stone. And... cloth. Someone
Interesting.
came to me, but said nothing.
Nothing. All right. I'll be up with supper soon. I'm going to go downstairs.
You hear suddenly, you hear an urn move over here and some light footsteps. Is that Galden?
I stay quiet.
You hear another quiet and the sound of retreating footsteps up the stairs.
Okay, well, I know it's her. And so I'm not too worried about that. But I am worried about Namaru. And so while she's up there, I am very quickly going to go down and check on Namaru.
Ah, okay.
Like as quickly as I can. Just literally
yep.
peek in, see if he's there.
Yeah, you hurry down, use your little switch, enter the basement here.
Namaru,
Mm.
just checking.
But you're gone.
I have to have a discussion with her when she gets back down.
Just scaring her for no reason.
After
In the
it doesn't
meantime,
take you're otherwise like you came home to rest, right? Is that what you're gonna do?
more or less, I'm
Okay.
going to cook. I'm going to cook Dad some supper, and I'm going to cook her some supper as well.
Eventually, as you continue cooking, quietly descends the stairs and then sees you. Oh. It's... You're back. Is
I am.
anything... She sort of looks around the room a bit fearfully. Where... Who was it? Where were they? Did you encounter them?
Where was who?
Someone or someones came here while you were out. I thought it was you returning, but heard things being moved around down here. It didn't seem right, so I went further and further upstairs. As many floors as I could put between myself and whoever that might be. And I hid.
I see. Well, that's not good. It is good that you hid, though.
I'd have to be insane not to. In my circumstances?
Of course. I'm glad you're safe. And I would be a little more rest assured, any breach of security in my home is a problem, and it is a problem that I intend to deal with. But at the moment, I am ill-suited to drive anyone back at the
He
moment.
sort of gets a proper look at you. Oh my god, what happened to you?
Oh, just a little... just a little mishap.
You get in a fight with a blacksmith's forge?
Something like that. Here, have a seat. About when did you encounter this? How long?
Perhaps... half an hour?
Half an hour? Shit.
From the timeline, just to clarify, to make sure everyone's taking the right implication, that would mean this was while you were out. It was probably... It was after your meeting with Glint started, and you probably didn't miss whoever this was by a lot.
Scraping. I don't suppose you did any scraping.
No, well, maybe when I moved urns to clear a path to the stairs to hide.
That's fine. You should be careful on those upper floors.
They don't look like they've been used in years.
I use them occasionally if I need to get to the top. If I need to get to the top of the pillar. Aside from that, there are traps laying about.
Oh.
Though it doesn't look like you encountered any, I might need to do some routine maintenance.
She flops down on the cushion. Well, I don't know how I can possibly rest assured of anything after this, but it's not like I have anywhere else to go.
That's true. You didn't hear them leave?
I didn't, but several floors up, if they left...
You wouldn't have.
Motions with her head to the door down here. I probably wouldn't have. They started down here, I'm pretty sure of that.
Yes. Unless you were looking through the rugs. But I don't think you were.
She shakes her head vigorously. No, I haven't done... Honestly, I've mostly just been sleeping since you dropped me off.
Good. You'll need the rest. I do too, in all honesty. I'll get you I will get you a more permanent, more private room set up further upstairs.
Thank you.
And I will do a better job of sealing off the stairs unless it is, unless access is absolutely required.
All right. Did you learn anything while you were out?
A little. Not as much as I'd wanted. So, it appears that in the time during the incident, the person who I assumed to be an assassin took your form and entered the office of Etria's personal scrivener. During my scuffle with them, a separate person disguised as a soldier managed to slay several of the actual guards out in the tribunal hall.
God.
I had assumed that the two were working together, though it seems that that is not the case. There were two assailants, unrelated to one another, in the tribunal hall that day. Just my luck. I encountered the guard that slew several of the other guards, and he did this to me.
Is he...
He's not
kill him?
dead. He's not dead. No.
So I'm still stuck here. Well, I'd be stuck here anyway if it's an entirely... This is absurd.
Unfortunately, I agree. You're stuck here. Well, in truth, you're free to go anytime you like.
I suppose there's perhaps one fewer people than I thought who specifically would want me dead.
Well, that's looking at the positive side of things. And now, ugh, now I have to get some rest. Here. You should eat. I hope you get your strength back. I suspect in time we will need it. I am only one man, sad to say. And I may not always be here to defend you. Do you know anything of self-defense?
I'm a numbers taker.
I thought so.
Still.
I suppose we'll have to teach you then. But not tonight.
Do you need any help with your face?
You're a numbers taker, not a doctor.
Very well. She eats quietly. Seems lost in thought about the increasing complexity of her predicament.
I am as well. I have my suspicions. But no time to act on them. At least not at the moment.
It could
And
be
so
worth
I
looking
will-
under rugs for runes.
That's a good point.
Oh.
Or
I
even just looking
will,
around for runes in general, because if they were hearing scraping and nothing seems to have been
That's
taken,
true.
like, I doubt they have the same rune that Thessia just got, but they could have something similar.
But
And
imagine.
your grandfather certainly has agents.
Yeah.
He couldn't have just he couldn't have just like scraped them all onto all the places 20 years ago.
No, yeah.
And so
wanna
yeah,
look
I'm going
around?
to start looking around, in, around, under everything.
Okay.
Contrary to the rest that I said I would get, it's actually very important that I find this rune if I believe in any way what Thessia said Teominos was capable of, and I do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you're investigating for runes and similar bullshit around here, I think I would want your yellow attribute for that.
Indeed. So
go
I should
ahead
just
and,
roll the die.
Well, you should drop the orange swing, and then you can roll with yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw the 16.
Oh.
The truth!
Honestly, fair.
Mm.
Okay. The truth, you say. Let me think for just a second how I want to resolve that then.
And if the truth is that
Yeah.
nobody carved any runes in my house, then that is the truth.
Yeah. You look at surfaces, you look under the rugs, anywhere anything seems to have been disturbed, and you don't see anything like what you had in mind, but you feel it doesn't feel secure to you, this knowledge. You feel like perhaps have you missed something somewhere? Is there anything? And the idea of not being secure in this, your place of power, is so deeply upsetting it's not something you can abide. And your third eye opens, in a figurative sense, because it's always open in a literal one. And you, for a moment, sort of perceive yourself retracing those steps. Time almost seems to unwind for a moment. With each carpet you flip over, you feel like you can feel other hands doing the same. And you can feel prying eyes looking around, looking and looking and looking, but leaving no deliberate traces. You open your sighted eyes as well, and you can breathe at least a little sigh of relief. No, it doesn't appear anyone has left runes or anything else intended to spy on you.
Very well.
Nothing left and nothing taken. Perhaps whatever they were looking for, they didn't find. Or perhaps knowledge was all they needed to take with them.
I will, in a little bit, I will, in a little bit, I will, as soon as Satyria goes to bed, and, you know, I get her properly set up,
Yeah.
I will
Peace sign fades out of existence.
I will feed my father and then go down into Nimeru's room.
Mm-hmm.
Nimeru.
Mm.
Nimeru. No. You need something else. Nimeru is the name of a person. That's not you. What are you? You're so much less. Eyeball. Yes, eyeball. Tell me, has anyone other than myself come down here today? Nod yes, or shake your head no. I'll know if you're lying.
He slowly rises to his feet and looks up at you and shakes his head.
Is he lying?
Go ahead and give me a little roll to do.
Oh, okay.
Something secret. No, doesn't seem like it. In fact, you get the sense that he has come around to the idea that lying to you is futile.
Hey, how about you ask him how many times you've come down today?
I was about to do that as well. How many times have I come out today? Show me with your fingers what few remain.
Trembling hand raises up, holds up 2.
2.
You poked your head in once, and then you've come down now.
I know.
So
I know what I did. 2.
He nods and also flinches and takes a step back as you approach.
Good. I will reach over, grab him I will grab him a bone, toss it in there for him to gnaw on. See if he can get some marrow out of it.
What is you mentioned, I think it was technically before we actually started recording, but what sort of changes have you been trying to induce in Numeru physically through his diet? Like describe the Numeru of the 21st century.
I will occasionally feed him a multitude of different kinds of gems. Anything I manage to pick up that isn't too valuable, just enough to get what wounds to heal to heal in a way that further disfigures him, and changes his base appearance. I've already broken his face enough in a few places that like he's never going to look exactly like he looked when I picked him up initially. I imagine his hair's growing back badly because of malnutrition, but more recently I have been feeding him food that is not food that is food, essentially, which is to say gems and different curries and I occasionally toss him some leftovers, what have you, just to give him enough strength, not necessarily to move around a lot, but to maybe to occasionally do an errand that I might have for him if needed.
Mm-hmm. All right. You leave behind your eyeball for tonight. And elsewhere. Thessia, Wither, and Peregrine. You make your way tier by tier, lower and lower through the Hallows, drawing ever closer to the Great Well. As you start to get close, Wither Peregrine, reaches for your hand for a moment as you begin to get near the Great Well, as if to hold you back. And then, but unfortunately, he reaches and then realizes, right. I can't do that right now. He continues onward, walking out in front of you, actually, determined to lead the way and set the pace, even in his current state. And you approach the most sacred place in the underground, and, per some people's opinion, the most sacred place in Scon. The Basilica of the End. Now the city's largest single temple since the destruction of the Grand Temple at August Mount of the Foundation 30 years ago. It is black as the blackest night, and lit with light, ethereal, almost ghost-like, and it is silent. I think that's where we should end for tonight.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Definitely not because I don't have a map for it yet.
Yeah.
A happy accident.
Well. Cool beans. Ooh, mysteries upon mysteries. I guess we'll find out next time.
Yes.
Say goodbye to chat, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Oh boy. Next time, as the ending there implied, next time we're gonna see a new map, a shiny new map, and I think I have to. It's one of my favorite maps I've made for the game. And also, if you follow on the Patreon, you will have seen a preview of it already. Oh boy. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Next one's a good one. We got 2 episodes left as we careen towards the conclusion of some of the story arcs that are going on right now. I mentioned the Patreon. I should go ahead and link that real quick. If you enjoyed the show tonight, you can keep up with all the episodes and all the bonus content over on my Patreon here. Also, you can hop on the Stabbiness Discord if you want to see the beginning of a new map, indeed. Stabbiness Discord has the official discussion channel for the show, as well as the live fan art channel, where people can submit during the game. And speaking of, we have 2 lovely pieces to show off tonight. Let me pull those up real quick. As always, my big thanks to people who watch and also draw. It's very gratifying to see things inspired by the game. It'll be the end of that new map when Orchrus casts Fireball. Orchrus all the time be cast in Fireball, it's true. Or receiving them, as in the case of this episode. First piece of fan art. This is from Pupcat Dude. I hear you're in need of a vizier? I love the glint. Oh, yeah, I meant the glint in his eye, but also, yes, the glint. I love how I especially like how you've tried to convey, like, this is a generic icon, but you can tell which one it is. I've crossed out the facial area per regulations. Thank you very much for that, Pupcat Dude. And then the other, we have from Purdy Poof, big cowboy vibes. Squeaky, squeaky. Everyone ducks in the saloon when the Scorpion Man enters. I love how this is rendered. There's something very, very funny seeing Orchrus in chaps and jeans and still having his giant scorpion tail. Thank you very much, Purdy Poof. As I said, if you'd like to submit fan art in future, you can do that on the Discord, and anything that gets submitted I'll show off like this at the end of a stream. Well, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. We're back next week at the usual time. It'll be 6 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday here on twitch.tv/stabbiness. And don't forget, the YouTube upload will be tomorrow. And all the prior episodes are up on the Stabbiness YouTube as well if you want to watch any more of the series. Thanks all for coming out, and look forward to seeing you again next week. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope to see you back. But for now, have a good beginning of your ending, chat, and a good rest of your evening. Goodbye!